Somebody chained a pit bull to a tree. Then vultures began circling her doghouse. There is currently an epidemic sweeping our nation. It's not one born from illness, but of selfishness and lack of love for the animals we've come to call man's best friend, the loyal dog. Today, more dogs are abandoned by their owners than ever before, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. Dogs dropped off in shelters that are quickly filling up. Most facilities find themselves at max capacity with more dogs than they have adoptions. These statistics are truly alarming as well as quite sad. According to recent statistics, approximately 6.5 million companion animals are dropped off at shelters every single year in the United States. Out of these 6.5 million, 1.5 million will be euthanized. Talk about a cruel fate for an animal that only wants to show their owners love. For sweet little Lilo, life was off to a rough start. Chained to a tree and left out in the cold to fend for herself, she would spend every day huddled inside the little plastic crate she called home. Until one day a flock of vultures descended around her in a moment that would change her life forever. It was December 2014 and another typical cold day in Greensboro, North Carolina, when the Guilford County Animal Control would be alerted to a puppy in desperate need. Tied out in the cold and with nothing but a plastic shelter to keep warm, the dog was in serious need of assistance. However, what was most worrisome was the fact that a flock of vultures had descended on the poor pup. Neighbors, worried for its well-being, began calling in, worried that the vultures had sensed the puppy's final moments were near. Vultures are known to be professional scavengers and feed off the flesh of dead animals. However, they've also been known to hang around sick or dying animals, waiting until they cross the bridge of light and become dinner. This was particularly concerning to the animal control team because the puppy could end up wounded by the birds. Realizing that time was of the essence, the animal rescue team quickly rushed to the home to save the puppy. However, what they saw when they arrived was shocking. Surrounding the pathetic plastic dog crate was a huge swarm of angry-looking vultures. They were on the ground, in the trees, and some even sat perched on the crate. Would the rescue team be able to reach the puppy unscathed? Thankfully, the puppy didn't seem too bothered by the vultures. While other animals would be freaking out or at least nervous, the puppy seemed to not care at all. In fact, it was quite sad because the dog seemed to have totally given up on life. The rescue team moved quickly, desiring to give the poor pit bull the quality life she deserved. Thankfully, the vultures weren't a problem, and the puppy came willingly. While they were reluctant to do so, the team also left a note on the owner's front door, letting him know the dog was safe. After bringing the sweet girl back to the shelter, they discovered she was quite malnourished and had some tears and scabs on her ears. Lesions also dotted her tail, which was chalked up to living outside for most of her life. While the dog was being cared for, her owners called and demanded to come get her. Unfortunately, they never showed up, which left the rescuers in a predicament. Since Guilford County had a rule that banned pit bull adoptions, the sweet girl was now facing euthanasia. Thankfully, by a stroke of luck, the Merritt Pit Bull Rescue heard about little Lilo and decided to step in. The group rescues pit bulls from all over North Carolina and were determined to give her a second chance at life. Lilo was assigned to the home of Kiana Lynch for fostering as part of her rehabilitation. Let's just say she settled in quite well right from the start. According to Lynch, her family fell in love with Lilo immediately. In fact, she found her bed the first night. It seemed Lilo wouldn't be leaving her foster home anytime soon. After a short period of time, Lynch knew she had to adopt Lilo and make her a permanent member of the family. Regardless of her horrible past, Lilo became one of the best pets Lynch had ever had. According to Lynch, the first few weeks were filled with nothing but love. She definitely didn't know what it was like to live inside, but she's got a great personality. She loves to snuggle, Lynch continued. She loves her antlers, loves to chew on them. She has no clue yet on what to do with other toys, though. Throughout the first year, Lynch worked hard on getting Lilo used to living inside and enjoying life with her other two rescue dogs. It didn't take long for Lilo to fit right in and begin acting like her horrible past never happened. She's never held a grudge for her past and loves everyone she meets. She prefers to be held like a baby and snuggles with anyone any chance she can get. Over the past year, Lilo has become a very healthy, vibrant girl with all kinds of funny behaviors, Lynch told the Bark Post. Of course, despite Lilo's positive progress, she still had some issues from her past that would resurface every so often. According to Lynch, Lilo can't be left in the backyard by herself or she'll start to panic and cry. She simply wants to be with her owners 24/7 and show them love. Even though Lilo had a rough past that's triggered some behavioral issues at times, Lynch doesn't regret adopting her for a second. She also hopes that she can help educate others regarding pit bulls and remove the stigma surrounding the breed. This was the first time that Lynch had ever had a pit bull for a pet, and it truly opened her eyes to how sweet, loving, and caring they are. In fact, Lynch said that Lilo was one of the most sensitive dogs she's ever encountered. Recent studies have shown that pit bull aggression is triggered by lack of discipline and owner-taught tendencies. There's no hard fact that pit bulls are simply aggressive as part of their DNA. Unfortunately, this doesn't stop the breed from being banned across the country and winding up in shelters. Thankfully, Lilo escaped being another statistic and found a wonderful home filled with love. We hope her story will inspire others to give pit bulls a chance.
Animal lover? Subscribe to our channel for all the latest in pet care and animal rescue. You can also visit our store, where you'll find cheeky merch for cats and dog lovers, including fun and original t-shirt designs and many other accessories you will love. Our earnings will help support and rescue animals in need and make a difference in their welfare. For more information, visit www.pawsfashion.store. Thank you for being a part of our growing community and for caring about animals and their lives, especially at a time where they need you the most.